The King's Guard stands for discipline, tradition, and honor, a living symbol of centuries-old service to the crown. But time after time, that respect is challenged. Tourists cross boundaries. They provoke the guards. They treat sacred ground as their playground. Today, we witness moments where patience runs out, and the King's Guard, together with the police, restore the dignity of tradition, with power and without apology. The female tourist repeatedly tried to touch the horse, despite several close calls where she was nearly bitten. A risky persistence. Impressive discipline. The guard protected her horse immediately. The tourist jumped in shock as the guard took swift, firm action. A frightened tourist screamed and ran, but returned minutes later, even after nearly being bitten. Some never learn the royal way. She played with the wrong horse. It bit her hair. A painful reminder that these majestic creatures demand respect, not teasing. Out of the restricted zone, the King's Guard warns after a tourist ignored the white line rule at horse guards in London. Two armed officers arrived quickly after the King's horse playfully grabbed a tourist bag, startled by the sudden loud noise nearby. Despite warnings, an adult let two small children stand too close to the royal horse. An unnecessary and dangerous risk. He crossed the line, breaking protocol. The King's Guard responded instantly, restoring order with calm but assertive authority. The tourist first grabbed the reins, upsetting the horse. Moments later, he asked to pet it, only to grab the reins again. Another tourist ignored the horse's bites. Fed up with such disrespect, the King's Guard retreated with the horse back to safety. An armed officer sternly reminded a male tourist to step away from the royal horse zone for safety and protocol. Shocking behavior. This man insulted the king's guard and the horse while blatantly breaking every rule in the royal area. This rude young man at the horse guards area tried to fight with a police officer. Completely unacceptable behavior near the royal horses. A loud shout from the king's guard firmly ordered the woman to leave the restricted area around the royal horses. An armed police officer reminded a man to respect the warning signs and not touch the king's horse for everyone's safety.
Thank you.
Is she dancing for the king's guard? The woman's inappropriate behavior left everyone around confused and disapproving. He disrespected the lady guard and instantly faced the consequences for his inappropriate behavior at the horse guards.
Get behind the white line!
"Get away from the horse!" the guard shouted repeatedly, but the woman ignored the warnings several times. A powerful shout from the king's guard forced the rude tourist to step back immediately from the restricted royal area.
Get back! No, over there.
Startled and frightened, the woman was bitten by the royal horse after ignoring repeated warnings to stay back. Disgusting behavior. The police immediately removed this disrespectful tourist for violating the rules at the horse guards. He foolishly posed inside the sentry box and quickly received the reaction he deserved from the authorities.
It is, by extension, the ceremonial entrance to Buckingham Palace and St. James's Park.
This man showed extremely rude gestures in the royal horse area, displaying a lack of respect for tradition and ceremony.
Shut the fuck up. Freedom of speech.
She was incredibly rude. This woman got uncomfortably close to the guard's face and examined him disrespectfully. A woman stared intensely at the king's guard and immediately received a firm, clear response through his body language. A rude tourist touched the King's Guard at Horse Guards in London and quickly witnessed the serious reaction from the guard. Shocking. A silly tourist stood too close to the king's horse and narrowly avoided getting hurt due to her careless behavior.